Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Just out here finishing getting things set up, and then we should be good to go. Couple of pretty tough rounds tonight, I feel. Be interesting to see how they end up panning out. Hopefully not in my demise, but we shall see. Oh, there we go. Wheel all set up. I lied. I need to turn it on. That would be helpful. There we go. But yeah, first race coming up. Probably the hardest tonight. The Radicals at Tandragee with Buckle Grip, which will be loads of fun. If not complete suicide. Couple of minutes now until the server goes live. Oops, that's the wrong button. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think this is going to be the one with the weakest track progression, because it is the biggest track that we will be running on. So yeah, how poorly this is going to go, I guess we'll find out. Hopefully it'll go swimmingly. The championship, I think, is basically decided already. Provided Mattia... Actually, yeah, no, I think it is just decided already. Yeah, I think Mattia's taken it. So this is really just going to be for the funsies and resolving the other positions. Yeah, server is up. Hey. Okay. Oh, need to get rid of the text at the top. Thank you. Oh. This is gonna be interesting. We trundle on out of this pit lane. I don't even really remember how this track goes, I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna have to figure it out. On low track grip. Pretty dark as well. My lights are way too bright though. Whoa. Oh! Bonked it already. I'm still alive though. Oh no. Okay. Really want to try and get our crashing done with now in practice. So we can forget about it in the race. Pretty fast through this car, this track. Oh, dip the wheel in the grass. Okay. Still hanging on though. By a thread at this point, but hanging on nonetheless. I wonder how much trimming the wings off would change things here. I feel like it's going to be the go-to play, because a lot of long straights here. You want to decrease that brake power as well. Ooh. So I wasn't really paying attention. If it wasn't up. Can't really afford to do that in the race. Everything is not going to be easy here. It is doable at some sections, but it's not going to be easy. The real trick is going to be just surviving, really, till the end. Trying to stay out of trouble. Which, as you can see, I'm already doing a very good job at that. To finish a lap. Oh, that's the wrong button. You know what? I'm gonna try this. Actually, what was it that I ran at Goodwood? 1, 2. What about Silverstone? 2, 3. Croft? What I run at Croft? 2, 4. Unload the 1, 2, I think. So I need to drop my brake power. Can't lower this. I almost want the steering to be a bit heavier. Feels a bit light at the moment. Oh well. Let's step a little bit. Tech doesn't feel too bad, surprisingly, even with the lower grip. I mean, we're gonna find out for real now. Basically just means you have to be extra careful into the heavy braking zones, and I guess cornering speeds are gonna be slightly less with some of these turns. Probably send it a lot harder later on in the race. But even then, a lot of these corners are still pretty open. I think just gotta be careful to not lock the tires into the heavy braking zones. It's too bright. We're good. Oh dear. Okay. Get away with that. Shoot off. I can. Good to know. Emergency escape route if we need to use that in the race. Hopefully we don't, but you never know. Just lightly got on the brakes there and the rear end went away from me. Shouldn't have slightly further forward, maybe. A lot more speed down these streets with the reduced wing. Maybe even go lower than what I have currently. If I could also stop hitting the walls, that'd be great too, but I'm not doing so much of a good job of that. Oh, okay, no, you can't do that flat. Good to know. Actually, I think 2 should be fine. Add a little more fuel in. Flatter as well. No grip coming out of the pits. I wonder if soft tires might be the play here. I don't know. The mediums aren't being too bad, but shit. God damn it. Let's just stick this out and see how they. There's 4 laps. Wow. Get the judge of that, I guess. Whoa. I don't think the tires are really gonna matter too much, 'cause I got the thing kind of understeer through there. Let's stick the mediums back on. Actually, let me do that. See how that works out. Okay. steer there. This feels okay still with the trimmed off downforce though. Not get that corner right to save my life. Holy moly. Every time. Oh, my wheel's all the wrong way. Slight lock into there, but otherwise that was okay. Slow everyone down. Much better slow right here because there's a tank leads up on exit. Down here. To 148. Nice and early on the brakes for here. That corner is deadly. Really is the test of how much you're willing to keep that throttle pinned. It's a bit jank through there. I made it though. Okay. Actually a clean lap. Actually, I'm not there yet. Basically, effectively a straight line to the finish, but... Oh, see this, plus this corner. We made it. Not gonna be a valid lap though, I don't think. I guess technically will count. No, I didn't. I guess because I restarted, didn't I? Yeah. Bolting through the trees. Those like veiled with marker points, light lock. Oh, I'm not terribly happy there. See all the time lapse where people have died for that corner, myself especially. power down here at full throttle. Do we live? Got this downhill here. I think I braked way too early there, but better to be safe than sorry. It's just a flat-out run to the finish. Flat-out run to the final corner, I guess. Keep saying to the finish, but it's one last corner. It will kill me if they get it wrong. There we go. I think it's the first proper lap time set. 251. Let's catch a bit of a slide out of there. Oh, another slide through there. She feisty. Missed the braking spot. Hell yeah. Oh, 248. Bugger. I got pipped. And I do think that he was on softs. Oh, I'm in reverse. Very helpful. I'm just gonna get out there and run laps. We don't have a lot of time in qualifying. I know I'm technically gonna be on the lesser optimal tire, but he is so far the only one on the medium or softs. Yeah, main goal is to survive, so. Track position would be nice also. Just the outlap though. Don't want to be doing what Matthias just done. Wreck the car on an outlap. So yeah, dirty air is going to be a huge problem at the beginning. We're gonna have to deal with. I'm not sure car numero uno. how's it going? Nice track. Hey, Virgilia, how's it going? Yeah, going interesting on my end, I guess. How's it going on your end? Yeah, it's a bit of a wild card track to finish the season. It's meant for motorbikes, but, oopsie. Fuck. I mean, it's wide enough, barely, for a car. Hoping that damage isn't going to hurt me too much. Come on to my actual lap, because I mean, we've basically run down half the clock already for qualifying. I haven't even started a lap yet. So we're really only going to get like 2 shots at this, maybe, at most. None if I mess it up. See people on foot bumping shoulders. Could be alright, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad will happen. We will totally make it through completely unscathed. As I nearly threw it away immediately. The other thing to note is that there is hefty track evolution on, so we're on really pretty low grip at the moment, but over the course of the race it should grip up more, but given that this is the longest track we're doing, I don't think we'll hit full grip at any point. Is so deceptive. Looks like you could take it so much faster than you actually can. Maybe once the track's gripped up more, we could. But as it is now, you just really can't. This corner's also deceptive because it's blind. Crest breaking point. Slight loss of focus, and it is all over. Especially in these cars. Very safe into these braking zones. That much error and low speed stuff should be the concern then. Kinda. Well, I don't know, because the low speed corners are, like the heavy braking, I'd say the heavy braking zones are a risk. But the actual corners themselves are pretty fine. Need to avoid locking up in the braking zones. And I guess being a little careful on the power out. But at least with this level of track grip, it's trying to avoid being lured into a false sense of security on some of these faster corners. Knowing where you can and can't go full throttle. Then again, I am running this a pretty trimmed out downforce. So obviously there's a lot of straights here. Pretty long straights at that, so you really want to try and make use of as much of that top end as you can. Seems like Mattia might not have though, because it does seem like I'm actually pulling him in slightly on the straights, which is interesting. Maybe I am more trimmed out than the others. We'll find out, I guess, when the actual race comes around. But I'm pretty comfortable with how the car feels with this level of wing, so... costing me anyway. It's probably costing me in the braking zones. Do have to be a bit more cautious on braking. And maybe having to lift it a little bit from some corners that they might not have to. But I feel like I make up for that in terms of straight line speed. Any faster? No idea. Such a twisty downhill break. It must be really fun. Fun is one word. Scary as hell is another. Ooh, I was actually pretty close there. Damn. Where did I lose mainly? I guess in the middle sector. I was gambling in the softs. No, just Mattia. There's actually 3 words. Just saying. Not wrong. Cheers for the luck. I will definitely need it. We might have the speed to take it, but surviving is still #1 priority. See that straight line speed coming into effect already. It's gonna let me take it. Well, it was a bit sketchy, but it worked. A bit much there. Good Bram Allen there, definitely, yeah. I started braking early, but he braked even earlier. But it worked out. It seems like my wing setting is paying dividends. Oh, not if I do that, though. I live. Oh, Mattia must have binned it. It's pretty big. Unlucky. My broken slips into Yari, which means I should just pull away from him on these straights. But he does seem to be pretty trimmed out too. I'm not losing him as much as I was thinking. Lap 1 survived, just a whole load more now to go. It's a bit scruffy out of there. Goal now really is to just try and maintain the gap, if not build on it. That's not going to help though. Definitely my least confident section on the track. Regular lap, just like 3 near-death experiences, yeah. I was closed up a fair bit. Due to my insecurities through that section. Hopefully throughout the rest of the lap I can try and pull away a little bit. But really, I think the main goal here is to just not fuck up. That's what will really cost me. That braking zone is pretty tricky to get right even in an MX-5. I remember back in SRS we raced MX-5s here. And even in one of those it was pretty gnarly going downhill there. Those twisties trying to brake at the same time. Oh, that's not ideal. Saved it though. Okay, we're good on fuel, which is also good. That doesn't really grip that much. choice out of there every time. Definitely the corner where he gains on me the most. I'm not taking any chances. Going through the rest of the lap, I know I have slight advantage. He is the pace setter, but obviously he had that incident earlier, so I doubt he's going to be a factor. And if he is, he's got to get through Yari first, so... He's got to get through Phil first, even, as well. Still not quite halfway into this yet, either. Track position is king. So I just need to keep reminding myself that. Not worry too much. Unless I do something silly like that. Ooh, mama. It's gaining on the slipstream. Right there. Kind of park that apex there a little bit. You got a worse exit than I did, which is good. Whew. This isn't stressful. But he was going straight on that corner. I was thinking maybe so as well. But he collected himself up. He's still in the fight. Definitely faster than me, though. He's got more confidence, I think. He's also got a bit more grip. hope that he maybe pushes a little too hard. The closest he's ever been. He's going to drive down the middle of the road. I want to hold that inside. He backed out. Oh, he wobbled. That helped. Straight line speed really saved me there, though. He was able to get beside me, but he couldn't quite get past. We sort of cancelled each other out. And then I had the advantage. Only 3 more laps to go. Ay, ay, ay. Woo. I'd like to tell you this was a walk in the park, but it's really not. That was actually my fastest lap there. Guess the track is steadily gripping up. Lost sense of space there. That was not good. He's definitely pushing a lot harder now for a lot of the sections. I don't really have as much confidence to push through. Woo, that was a bit closer to me. Getting that corner a bit faster didn't really work out. Seems like he's going to try it again. Nope, he's not going to try it. He's going to stay in that slipstream, which is pretty wise. Scrappy through there. I'm gonna give him a shot now. It's pushing me a lot harder than I want to go. He seemed to gain on the braking and reacceleration while he just does the upper hand on part. Yeah, he really does. He's definitely got a bit more downforce than I do, so he's got more confidence through those turns than I have. But I traded that in through supremacy on the straight, and as you can tell, that's arguably the reason why I got the lead and why I still have the lead. The car has carried me through this. Oh, it's going to be more than a... We're going to be just shy. Or just Sorry. Just too long. I've ended it this lap. Which is not what I wanted. I want this race to be over already. I don't know if my heart and brain can take much more of this. Fuck. I'm a little deep there. It's all over me now. Woo, big slide. We go round 2. Back out again. That works for me. Much bigger reprieve through here. Really, maybe I should have let him set beside me though, because then I could have split up the pace just a little more. But oh well. Closer to the tire than I really want it to be. Get crucially out of that slipstream range. I need to be so close to ending this lap, but I think I'm just gonna tick over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No! I should have lifted just before. Fuck. I feel like that would have been really cheeky if I did that, but that was so close I could have gotten away with it. Alright. One more time around we go. Yari knows for sure it's the last time this time around. Just like that up can help me. What I've been doing every other lap. Just stay on this right-hand lane. Because even if he slipstreams me, I know I have the advantage coming up with that inside lane. But he has actually caught up to us quite a bit. For more laps and he might have been on top of her. Yeah, he's all over me down here though. Oh yes! Oh, he's still a little closer than I would have liked. 8, there we go. As long as he's half a second back, I think we're in the good. Personal space. Okay, I think we're in the good here. 0.6. I just need to not fuck up this last turn. Oh, he tried to goose it too early. Woo! That's actually my fastest lap again. Oh, on the final lap. 2:45 for Mattia. Oh. Oh god. Oh man, code. Well, I was thinking this was the race that was going to go horrendously wrong. And it didn't. So, I don't know what that means for the next race. Whew. Jesus Christ. That was. I really didn't help myself there. Again, the car setup is what saved me there. Any more downforce on that car and I wasn't winning this race. Woo. See the parts. So yeah, I got a pretty okay start, and I was gaining on him already, and I was like, you know what? Let's see how far I can get alongside before the first turn. And I was like, I'm not fully on side. Oh, okay, that wasn't as bad as it looked on board. Me touching the grass didn't help though. Probably could have held a tighter line were it not for that. Okay, because we both basically started braking at the same time, which is way too early for this corner. Probably not if we both would have died, so, or one of us would have died. But that worked out. Not for Mattia though. He ended up getting swallowed up then by Yari. He let him go. Makes sense. Ooh. Got him in a little too hard. Oh, locked up in the wall. That's unlucky. He didn't pick up any suspension damage there, so that's alright. Bit of aero damage never hurt anyone. I lie, it kinda does, but... I'd rather dented aero than... that I broke suspension. Especially completely overload and watch that outside lane. I think you both could have kept side by side, yeah. I never felt comfortable around that corner. I'd say that corner was easily my biggest weakness. I crashed there too many times in practice, I think. I really knocked any kind of feeling of wanting to push through there that I had. Yeah, locked up here. Nearly went in that wall. I didn't. But nearly did. Oh, that's unlucky. Just a bit too wide on the exit and clips that fence. He clipped the fence, which put him... That didn't allow him to get off the grass into the bush. You know, I think that... Oh, bit of a knock there. I'm gonna guess he probably got away with pretty minimal damage from that, though. It didn't seem like it was too big of an impact on any of the walls. I could be wrong. But given he was setting 245s, I'm gonna guess it wasn't too bad. Be interested to see what Yari's speed is down here. Guessing it wasn't much different, but... You know what? It kind of was. A couple of mile an hour in it. And 144. That's where he kind of peaked. And 46 into the braking here. Not a substantial difference, but enough. What Mattio's pulling. It seemed like he had more downforce than all of us, I think. Oh, okay. 142. Oh. Even less. God, yeah. Just looking at the replay and just watching cars go through this section, I know I'm quite zoomed out, but it's really puts pay to how narrow this track is. I went a bit wide there, so did Yari. Yeah, I got that bit wrong. He getting me a lot here. Didn't quite get close enough this time around. From claustrophobia track to agoraphobia next. Remind me, what's agoraphobia? Pretty certain I've read that before somewhere, but I don't remember what that means. The fear of, like, large open spaces or something? Oh yeah, I nearly cacked it here. Big lock up into the final turn. Luckily I did it at, like, the widest part of the track, so we got away with it. But you can see for this section, the confidence difference between the two of us, night and day. He pulls in so much. Oh. This might help me out quite a bit in the... Actually, I don't know. Because it might help me out a bit in the championship, but I'm not sure. I'd have to go and update it afterwards and see. 2 wins, though, in this season. It's not too bad. Oh, I just noticed... Oh, shit. Hang on. The server has already started. Okay. Not even halfway into this yet. You know, actually, I want to get some practice for Cleveland, so we'll come back to this. I didn't realize we'd... why is that Wolf 3 wheels still? Who flew into the field before? I don't know, somebody probably did. Okay. This is a motorbike track though, and those guys are some crazy falls, so wouldn't surprise me. I'm gonna load this setup from Watkins. Actually, I'm gonna guess 0-0 probably will be sufficient for Cleveland. I mean, it's just big and flat. Oh. Okay, it seems like the track map doesn't work, but I guess that's not the end of the world. Is really the Avon logo reversed? Probably. Oh. Okay, where are we going? Ooh. Okay. I just feel like I need to, like, raise my camera. Get like a giraffe neck. This track is so wide. Not having a track map doesn't help. Where's the pit now? Oh, there it is. Okay, you live? I immediately missed the first turn. Okay, no wings is definitely the way to go, though. Cone. Use the cones as reference. The very tall cones. Ooh. Yeah, you can tell we've moved from England to America. By just the width of the track alone. Well, I guess Northern Ireland. But Northern Ireland's a part of the UK, so it counts. Okay, first gear definitely needed. Ugh. Yes, track is so unfathomable. I got Pure on? No. Why does this... Oh, shit. Where the fuck am I going? I'm guessing this looks different with Pure. Running a very minimal setup in terms of graphics enhancements, to be honest. It's not too bright with LTS on for me. Huh. I guess it is pretty bright, even just with, like, the CSP settings I have. Which, again, are pretty minimal, but it still makes a pretty substantial change to the lighting. I really didn't slow down much for the chicane. It's that braking zone every time. Check it's so wide, it's really hard to know actually where to put your... I always miss this cone, but I'm gonna get it this time. We're close to the pinch, cones. Don't worry about it. Oh, overcooked that a bit. Whoa, that bump. It's funny, there's a better looking version of this track available, but it is like flat as a pancake. Which I feel like takes half the fun of this track out. Jesus. You know, if you're not going to have a very robust track layout, at least have some surface. Stay away from the walls, they're deadly if you touch them. Roger. But yeah, I don't know if I can really get close to any walls. I feel like they're a million miles away from me. Oh, if I do that, I'm gonna go into the walls. Never mind, I still missed all the walls. Oh, nope, there you go, I got one. Oh, my engine didn't like that. Okay. Let me try upping that a little bit. Try that, see how that fares. The walls will arrive to move back if you I like it. A little bit of push there. See what that does. This Pexit is like deadly though. It just fires you immediately out into into turn one. Guess it's good we're not doing a race of pit stops, otherwise somebody might get T-boned. Okay, good, that sign doesn't have any collisions. Oh, come on. Turn. Oh, it's so close between me and Phil in terms of the lap times. Kinda crazy. Maybe lifting the car up won't hurt. A little. Try and they can deal with these bumps a bit better. I'm getting tossed around through some of these turns. Take this position in the corner to remind us we're mortal. Exactly. Lucky. Oh, I'm gonna miss it again. Oh, we're good. Oh, hold it. Nope, never mind. Ow. I see what you mean about the walls. But if you stop on the racing line, AI wouldn't steer way around you? Probably. Good old ACAI. See how this tries. A bit more ground clearance should hopefully help me. Famous last words. If I can get the brake bias back, I think I could get away with it. This is where I die immediately into the first braking zone. But that's what practice is for. I'm still alive. Makes this feel a bit nicer. Bumps are still out for my blood, but... feel a bit more confident in myself. Got the bumps into that chicane. They want you dead. Just tosses you. Not much of an if or a but. God damn it. I feel it's going faster and faster as I am floundering. Maybe this corner flat? No. I'm over a second behind. I think I could do it. I just need to, do it. You really need to have the car settled on that apex, otherwise it just dies. With that bump there. Where am I going? Oh my god. Be a genuine miracle, I think, if I survive this race. Why are there check flags around? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe it's made by a Czech person. I don't think there are any Czech drivers in kart around these years. I don't think there's ever been a Czech driver in kart. I could be wrong. And we have a driver from the fucking Cayman Islands of all places at the moment, so... Czech Republic is quite a bit bigger. Kind of similar to Ohio flag. Or maybe it's just Ohio then? I don't know. Shit. Then again, I think some creative liberty was used, because I don't know about you, but I don't think America was too big into like anime stuff, or I don't see why Datsun would be sponsoring the event. It is indeed just an airport. It's probably... Oh, I'm in the grass. I should be fine. I think it'd be Imperial Rising for some flame. Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at that. It's the... It's a building with a key. Do you actually see all of this from here? I guess you can. Yeah. Oop. Yeah, okay, you totally can, yeah. Right, this track's flat as a pancake, of course you can. Okay. Pretty happy with this, though. Maybe... I could... I'll leave them. I'll leave them. Let's try it and see what happens. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's like some like K-pop ad or something, which I'm sure is very period correct. Very period correct. Even though this would be in like 80s to 2000s. Okay, qualifying time though. Oh, I need to... okay. That's weird. I think this is gonna work better. Means I can just get in third gear for these turns. Wasn't liking much before. I mean, I basically got the fourth for here though. Oh well. Let's see what it pulls back on the lap time. I think it's like a 102. Yeah, 102.478 I need to beat. We're gonna fuck it all up on the first corner. Fantastic. Oh, that was a nasty bump there. Jesus. This lap is definitely not going to be anything. But who knows? Three. I'm going to miss turn one because I wasn't paying attention to the braking markers. Bumps really change where you can pick up the throttle. Transition there is gnarly. My god. Wallowing out to the wall the whole way. Sliding for turn one again. You know, okay. I don't think this brake bias is really doing me any favors. Let's change it. Back to 54. Something's not going to be anything. Choose it to get a bit more comfortable with the car. Really? Oh, bollocks. We're off to a... we'll be falling off here in qualifying. That's what we're doing. Better. Maybe we're gonna break a little later. So we can have a bit of a later apex. That was okay. Ooh, bit of grass. Okay. Isn't too bad. Just gotta nail the chicane. It's pretty good also. Okay, still got a way to go to beat my... That's way too early on the brakes there. Maybe lower rear damper rate or ARB. I think the rear ARB is as low as it can go. Try and soften the rear dampers up a little bit more though, maybe. Shit. Okay. I am just gonna hit load. And yeah, we can try. Click down on everything, we'll see what that does. 1017. No surprises with Mateo be on top. I was hoping that I can at least be number 2. I think the longer gearing is helping a bit already. Bit less murderous on the throttle. Oh, just my outlap. I'm getting real friendly with that wall. Okay, this is feeling better though. Okay. this is so much better. Yeah, it's a lot more compliant. I think the gearing definitely helped as well. The car isn't trying to get up and go as much when I pick up the throttle. Do better though. What if I do that? Woo! Definitely not if I do that. Didn't hear that bump before. Alright. They get going now. I should be able to get one more chance at this. Tires are going to be a little hot, but what can we do? I'll break early here. So I can really focus on nailing that exit, but I kind of mushed that a bit. Mush that as well. Oh, I think the rear is just cooked. Yeah. That's a little too much there. I think this is fine though. Yeah, only 3 temps off. Oh, he's coming into the pits. That's fine. Oh, and he's killing people. I'm gonna keep things as they are. I don't change anything now, because that'll probably kill me. Actually, yeah, I think Matteo is leading this championship, so it's a shame he hasn't turned up. But with the drop scores, he might still win. I don't actually know what the maths work out to be. But he will gain the points that he earned in I think round 1, which was his weakest round. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Look how far away. It's like the most spread out grid I've ever seen. Okay. One's still on the soft. Oh yeah, one's on the soft still. If the softs eat shit, we're at least dying together. I'm okay with that. Absolutely fucking bombed on that getaway. Yeah, taking it very safe. Allow me to take the early lead here. I think my locking keys are going to be very useful in this race. Thankfully I have them bound to the wheel. Ooh, a bit too wide. Oh, bollocks. Well. Even though he's not here, sorry to let Adam down. He prayed that I didn't spin tonight. I've spun. Ain't over yet, though. Oh, somebody spun. That's Yari. You'd have a big spin. So yeah, this track is so bumpy. But who knows really what's going to happen. Oh, now obviously is to just try and catch up to Phil. Whether or not I can catch up to Mattia is a different question. Driving like this, I'm not. God, what is happening to me? Suddenly driving like complete shit. Okay. Getting my groove back. Every corner is a weird camera bump or both. Yeah, pretty much. What makes this track pretty interesting, though. That's for sure. You're never quite sure what you're gonna hit. And of course, also given how wide it is. So you can get pretty adventurous with your lines. Very unique track. It's a shame I don't run here anymore. Guess St. Pete would probably be the closest, given that they run down the runway. But it is a more typical layout that encompasses the city streets. He's trying to get away from me there. Trying to get away from me again. Stop it. Saying you check will bite you if you push just a little too hard in a place where you shouldn't. With all these bumps. Funny bits of camber. Obviously the walls are never too far away either. I was running some pretty decent lap times. I think if I get my act together I can still catch. But at the moment that ain't happening. I think I gained a decent chunk there. Really just towing that line on that throttle until you feel you can give it the full welly. Faster than him then. Mattia has shrieked away though, so I think the battle really here is going to be for second. With Phil. Oh, there's a nasty bump there. I'm gonna be knackered after this. Two very I shit through that final chicane. The tracks aren't very friendly with direct drive wheels. That's for certain. No! Okay. Didn't really lose too much there, which is good. I still lost something. Arg. Ran pretty close lap times, so a little mistake like that is enough to put me on the back foot in terms of cunting him down. Maybe I could go a bit faster through there. Because I do seem to be losing a bit. I definitely didn't let go of the wheel briefly there. That was nearly bad. Good on fuel though at least, which is good. Ooh. Okay. Seems like we're gonna break into the 2-second mark to Phil. Which is good. Slowly reining him in. That's what we want. Oh, he spun! Oh, that goes to that. He's now fallen to the clutches of Yari. It's a shame. I was looking forward to that battle, but hey ho. Got about half this race to go though, so I could easily spin again if I'm not careful. As I'm gonna blow turn 1 completely. Nearly lost it. God. What am I doing? Picking myself up. Oh, yellow flag. I think Matthias spun. Yeah, that gap is like half. I think everybody's spun at least once now. 7. Yeah, he definitely had a bit of a moment. Don't help that I responded to that with probably my slowest lap, barring that early spin. He was right there. I say right there, but he's now remotely visible, not invisible. Which I guess is a pretty hefty improvement still. Oh, what a three. Did he crash? He's crashed and has damage. It's pretty big. It might mean I could win if that's the case. Be pretty crazy if so. I don't think I've ever... Oh, not if I do that. I don't think I've ever been able to notch a double win on one of these live streams. If I've won one race, I've always blown the second. I'm driving kind of sloppy here. Well, it seems like... And I think he's... I don't know, actually. See his lap time. He comes around again. 101. Nah, I think he's fine. He just needed to recuperate, I guess. Get his bearings again after the spin. Probably let his tires cool down a bit. So those tires get hot. You could easily die over a bump. He's from qualifying earlier. Now it becomes infinitely more sketchy. I'm terribly far apart, but he's still faster than me. If I hadn't have spun, I could have been leading this race. But then again, basically everybody else could say that. Oh, it's not nice through there. He's still faster than me though, so he's slowly pulling out that gap again. Just need to apply what pressure I can. I hope that he makes another mistake. Like earlier. Seems like I might have gained on him a bit this lap. Oh yeah, he did. It was a 103. I'm definitely going to be in the low 2s. Yeah. It's not going to be enough to really mean much though, but definitely helps maybe put on a little more pressure. Don't want to make him think that he's got this completely in the bag. Oh, that was not good. Oh, dinged the wall a little bit there. We got away with it. That could have been a lot worse. I did not want to comply. Oh. Ah, oh, come on. I don't think I lost too much there, but it's probably still like a second or so down the drain. Just gotta make sure I nail the rest of that. Ooh. I think I understood off there. I think I might have lost a couple of seconds actually on that lap. Bummer. That's what here goes in sets. A PB. Oh yeah, I lost a couple of seconds there. Oh yeah, I don't have as much grip anymore for that first turn. Rears are definitely starting to fall off a little bit. Crazy how much faster you could probably go if this track was like dead flat. He sets another PB. You're showing off now. Final lap around. There's a 103. Not great. Woo! Jeez. I guess it's a bit of preparation for next week, though. Bumpy straights and square corners. Pretty much the same as old Indy. Oh, there's one more lap. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I thought this was going to be it. Okay. Okay. I did not want anything to do with me out of there. Gary sets his PP of 102.8. Fortunately, it seems like he must have had another spin somewhere because he's too far off. Whoa. Ah, what a show off, eh? 1:09. Finish things off. Oh well, at the very least we're going to take second. I did kind of underperform this season, but it's a pretty fun championship nonetheless. Oh. Have to check out how it's gonna shake up the championship standings. I'm not actually sure. It might not do anything, but it might do. Okay, get that replay up. Oh, you know what? Looking at it, I think Mateo is still gonna take it. I'll have to. I mean, I gotta work out the maths, but I think he will. Okay. Get my windows back to how they should be. Replay time. Watch a bunch of spins here. Great track map we have here. Guess I'll just have to take it off for now. I'll check description. I had a pretty terrible start, but he went so wide. Gets worried for the dive bomb. Because, I mean, this is like the best dive bomb corner in the world. So much space. We just send like a suicide dive up the inside. That actually gave me the advantage out of here. I mean, they take the lead. Very short-lived lead at that. So we wound on through here. And then I just got a little too wide. I think I was carrying just a bit too much speed through here. Got onto that grass and around I went. Was able to miss, which is good. I went to Yari though. Oh, he's... oh, you got a wheel on the grass as well. There's a bit of a bump, it seems, as you come off the track. Plus the grass. Kept it off the wall, though. Yeah, that really did sink him. Of course, then I spent the next few laps trying to catch down Phil. Slowly chipping away at it. Slowly getting closer. Slowly. And then... oh, disaster. At least for Phil. Coming through here. You just gotta... oh yeah, just... pretty easy through there. But I think he picked the throttle too early, I think. Hit a bump and... I didn't even look like he really hit a bump. I guess, yeah, it's just uneven. I picked up the throttle, uneven surface, and the car just didn't like it. Round he went. At least for me, I was... let's see. Pretty much not full throttle until I was basically out of the corner. And then just Yari to close right up. See how this went between these two. Does he catch up? Oh, looks like he might have spun again. Or he just got further away. I think he just got further away. I like on the timing he might have spun again, but I guess maybe he didn't. seems. Maybe not. Oh, big old twitch there. Phil was just running a lot faster. So was he running downforce, maybe? I wonder if maybe a little bit of down... I don't know. I wonder if maybe a little bit of downforce would have helped. But even a click of front wing... Oh, sorry. A click of rear wing on this thing acts like a bloody parachute. And adding on front wing just makes it more sensitive at the front. I guess he didn't spin. Just last time. What happened to Mattia though? He definitely spun at some point. Oh, there we go. You get 7-1. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. I had 0-0. 7-1 is kind of crazy, though. Same as me. Well, just avoided the tire barrier. Couldn't handle the bumps, tried 2 at rear. Oh, that didn't sound good on the gearbox. Bit of over-revving there. Yeah, I played it very safe on the throttle. So I wasn't picking, just riding it out until I could find the point where I could really mash back down on it. Maybe a bit of downforce would have helped, but I don't know. That's pretty much it for the race, though. Back to Kendrick Evo. Where, if it wants to load. Okay, it does. Then I could do some rough maths to try and work out. Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. He's still got a bit to get through here. Okay, we've covered the start already. Bring up the track lane. Wherever it is. There we go. I guess the bit I really want to get to is, I guess, I've already covered that. It's pretty much from around about here. Maybe not quite here. Quite close enough. Yeah, the top ends absolutely saved me here. Trimming out as much wing as I dared. Yeah, I lost the rear here a little bit. Got that line wrong. Just put you right behind. And then just my general lack of confidence into this corner. But you're right, it's slipstream range. Not quite enough to do anything here. Enough to close up. Oh. It's good recovery from that lockup, though. That could have gone way worse. Close it up again. There you got a lot closer. pull the run. Got my top speed advantage. He maybe could have held on, but would have been tricky. And I guess probably wouldn't have been worth the risk if we would have crashed, especially not at this point. Still got time to make it back. I realized my butt was clenched for like this back half of this race. Of course, playing it sneaky. Not taking the slipstream immediately to try and stay close. Couldn't really get anything done there. Let's see, it's just slow, streaking away again on the straight. I got this way wrong here. I'm way deep. I thought it was over here. Luckily, wasn't. I think the dirty air might have saved me a bit through here. And just the general flow of the track. Got a snap out of there as well, it's hurt me. Of course, still knew I had to cover up the inside. And again, come down to it, had that top straight line advantage. Just helped keep me out front. I don't know if it is this the yeah. If I was like yeah, see 21 minutes. I don't know what the start finish line is. I can't actually see on this map. Hang on. Yeah, so that purple line is the finish. Might be where that cone is. Oh no, it's that white line there. Okay. Yeah, less than a second and the race would have been over. 20:59, I clicked forward a handful of frames. I was contemplating whether I gave it a cheeky little lift on this straight, but I was like, if I mess this up, I'm fucked, so I'm just gonna... just gonna go for it. I knew I was plenty good on fuel as well, so didn't need to worry about that either. Yeah. Got real close here. Big old slipstream. Just ends up in the great spot. Totally didn't park it on the apex. Pretty close on the braking there. And yeah, I just got the run I needed on the exit. Bada bing, bada boom. That was the race done. See where Mattia was though. So he had a bit of a recovery after that spin. Of course, setting the fastest laps out of all of us. And the soft tyres paying dividends. Just catching up to Phil. Slowly but surely reeling him in. And got him under the flip shoe. Why were you guys on mediums? I don't know, at least in practice, I tried the softs a little bit, and I didn't really feel much of a difference. I just felt more comfortable on the mediums, so... There probably was a difference, but I wasn't making enough use of it. Also wasn't sure if the softs were maybe going to fall off a bit towards the end. I guess they didn't, but... That was nearly the wall. Oh, yeah, that was close. Seemed like Phil had the most downforce. Oh, definitely. See, I'm guessing... I think by the looks of things, we finished in the amount... I think we finished in the rough order of the amount of downforce we had. Almost damage. Oh, he did crash at the start, didn't he? That big wreck, which probably did hurt him. I was tempted to have my lights on, because it was pretty dark. But the lights I felt were too bright for this kind of light. At least on my end. I fucked it up. You closed up pretty nice. Well, I say pretty nicely. You were closing. Okay. So that's a wrap for those. That was pretty fun. Team participation dropped off a little bit towards the end, but it is what it is. Obviously, next week we've got the special at Indy with the 60s Grand Prix cars. That's gonna be big wad of chaos, no doubt. Be interesting to see how that'll go. That's for sure. However, I can reveal the next couple of cars that we're going to be running, and a little bit about my thought process behind, or my general idea for the tracks. The tracks aren't finalized yet, but I have some shortlisted. This one's a little bit of a joke pick on the track, but it's the right idea. Just have these saved as replays because lazy to drive. Well, I did do the driving yesterday, but the first car to replace the Radical is going to be the Legends. Going to be trying to use some like shorter tracks, don't get used as much, like shorter layouts. Which I think could be interesting. I don't know. We'll find out. But this will be, it'll be two short races with a reverse grid. Around short layouts like the short VIR layouts. Basically, tracks that have short layouts that don't get used very often. Or just short tracks that we haven't used yet. My initial idea was to try and keep them under a mile, but for 1.61 kilometers, but that didn't really work out, so short in relative terms. As I said, track list isn't finalized yet. I have a few shortlisted that I want to go through and pick a few out. I've already tested a bunch, but I want to put fuel consumption to 500%. We'd have to pit like every lap in that case. I don't think this track will be on the calendar unless people really want it. It is pretty fun, but might be a little silly. It's also pretty sketchy. Not that the other tracks won't be. But, yeah, likely be like 2 10-minute races. Can't tease and then not use it. That is true. Yeah. About time we use the Legends car, because it's a fun car. And the second one, the replacement for the Lotus, or the Formula 79, sorry, is a bit of a mad machine that I do quite enjoy when it loads. It is the Porsche 911 Class 1. Somebody made a mod that takes the 911 and puts it in with like GT500-esque Class 1 regulations. I guess also DTM, but this doesn't have like the DRS and whatnot. So I'd say it's more based on Super GT. And this thing is an absolute rocket. With the tracks for these, I think I'm going... I've kind of been leaning into a theme of, like, pseudo-street tracks. Tracks like Thermalito, Circuit de la Sarthe, and a couple of others that I've sort of tried and tested, and I think will fit this car pretty well, because they give it some space to breathe. They're pretty fast and open. But this car is absurd. I can't remember if DTM cars were this fast or not, or Super GT cars were this fast or not, but this thing is on... This thing isn't far off prototype speeds. It isn't quite there, but it's not far off. Especially modern, like, GTP, LMDH, LMH speeds. LMP1 still kind of leaves it in the dust. I have no idea how this is going to race. Might be a complete disaster, but I think it'll be a worthwhile experiment nonetheless. Definitely a bit of a workout, this car, though. You can really feel every bump on the road surface. It's so stiffly sprung. I mean, if I put on the onboard... Actually, I guess it doesn't really show that much, but you can see the wheel. You can see just how much this thing is, like, bouncing around. Obviously, you could probably dial some of that out with setup, but... it's a pretty on-edge car. And as for the special event, I haven't decided yet. I'm going to keep that a bit of a secret till closer at the time. I have a few ideas that I could throw on for that, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think, yeah, keeping it keeping it in and then revealing it later on, I think might... It worked pretty well for Okayama? Fuck. Odawara. Obviously, I guess Odawara maybe had the extra appeal of being what it was, but... you know, help give the event a bit of extra spotlight at the end of the season. We'll see. Who knows? But, yeah. Let me go and quickly try and work out the maths for the championship stuff. Shouldn't be too hard because, well, there weren't that many of us. Let me go and... pop this open. Okay. So I'm pretty certain... Yeah. Okay. Pretty certain that the Mattia takes the Radical Championship. It was pretty much a slam dunk from the beginning. Had the most points by a landslide. Obviously, winning 4 of the 6 races does that. I was already 3rd, so I'm assuming I'll probably stay 3rd. Ooh, that actually bumps me up to 2nd. Bumps me ahead of Matteo. That last gasp win. Very professionally update this behind the scenes. Definitely not hard-coded, not at all. Matteo, nothing changes. Yeah, I get a bit of a bump. Ooh. Yari actually ties with Matteo, it seems. But he has more overall points. So he jumps up to 3rd. Because their highest position both was a 2nd place. So also, so that would change things. Phil was... Yes. He stays where he is, yeah. In the Formula 79 however, things are a bit different. Oops. Just up at 87, so that bumps Mattia up to 2nd. But I think Mateo is still going to take the championship. Actually, he does, because he has 92 points. Damn, so close, but no dice at the end. Where was I? I think positions are going to largely stay as they are. Phil will probably get a bit of a bump, though. Yeah, he definitely does, yeah. Slot him behind me in 5th. Hey, I scored the nice points. 75. I think that should be everyone. Just... I need to publish these. But... there should be... if I can find... this. Ta-da! There we go. So yep, as things stand in the Radicals, Mattia takes the win, myself 2nd, Yari 3rd, Mateo in 4th, and Phil 5th, Lucas 6th, Astrev 7th, and Miko in 8th. And then in the Formula 79, Mateo takes it. Well, actually, that shouldn't be crossed out, but I forgot to change it. Luckily, this isn't published. Then Batia, then Yari, then myself, then Phil, Mihal, Lucas, Brandon, and LPF. So... a lot closer in the Formula 79 side of things. Get those all published up. So wrap up here. But yeah, so be on the lookout for the announcements for next season to finalize things. And whatnot. Obviously next week we'll be at Indy trying to survive for 75 laps. That'll be interesting. And, yeah. I think that's pretty much everything. So, oh, that was good fun. Thanks everyone who came out and chatted. Thanks everyone who came out and raced. And, so see you all, see you all next week for some, left turns and baby suffering. Adios.